Shalom family, this is Brother Alberto. We're here today to put together a Vortex structuring device, is how I know it to be. Basically what it is it restructures our water. Our water comes from the municipal outlets that are stagnant and not really good. And we're going to try to fix that so we'll have better water in our homes. We're going to start out with mentioning the materials, and each piece of material right now is bathing in some hydrogen peroxide, diluted down. It cleans everything down. So we're going to start out with couplings and reducers and your marbles. Like I said, these marbles are the key. They go into the pipe and create vortex, create a spin in the water. And that spin in the water is what's going to give us the vortex. It's what's going to restructure the water. And eventually we'll use these magnets over here to increase the implosion, because basically what it's doing is imploding the water, and it's restructuring it to a more viable liquid that the Most High gave us originally in this form. Unfortunately, society's made it worse. So we're going to get started. Alright, so here we're going to start out with all the material. We have, everything is right now soaking in a solution of hydrogen peroxide. It's a 35% peroxide diluted down so that it cleans. It's a disinfectant. You can do your vegetables with it. So we've got everything cleaned up. We're going to start putting this together. Get one side completely done. So we're taking the coupling and we're taking this. Basically what this is a snap-in drain, 2-inch snap-in shower drain. And the reason we're putting that is to keep the marbles from falling out and clogging everything. So we snap this thing right in place. Got that in there. Make sure it's nice and dirty in there. Now we'll put this side of the drain. We'll put this out. So we're going to put this side in. Make sure it's nice and flush. And now we bring your reducing washer. This reducing bushing, excuse me, comes in various sizes. So you figure out the pipe size you have at home or what you're putting it on, and you reduce it. You could buy them this. This one's at a 1-inch. You can go down 3/4, 1/2 inch, and that's going to slide right in there. Okay. This will all get glued, but right now we're just putting it in place for demonstration purposes. At this point right now, we're going to put our acrylic marbles. This is a strong acrylic. I used to put glass, but I do believe this acrylic is going to work out a lot better. It's much more stout, and they're clean, and they're not toxic. I think they'll hold up very well. So what we do here is we'll put this in here until it fills up. Now, if you were to look inside here, you could see that this automatically just starts designing itself into a geometric design the way it needs to create the spin on the water. It just, because of the size of the pipe and the size of the marbles, it creates that organization inside the pipe automatically. So no need to try to organize your marbles. So we're going to put as many marbles as it'll fit. So now we're going to stop here, and we're going to get the other side, the other drain, and see if that should be fine right there. So now we bring the other coupling on top. You bring that in, bring the reducing washer. We're ready for glue. Okay, we're going to go glue these. When we come back, we'll be ready for the magnets, which is an extra part of the implosion process that this is going to create. I'll explain that to you later. But here we are. We're about ready to glue, so we'll see you. All right, Now we're out here in the beautiful tropics. We're going to put this thing together with some glue, get it permanently done. So first off, what I'd like to do is put these back on. These are the drains that we talked about. We'll snap these guys in here. Make sure they're nice and flush in there. Alright. So important that you get the primer with the glue. This primer actually what it does is clean them, not so much clean it, but it melts the plastic to where the glue will adhere to it. So you don't need a lot. You just need a nice little coat on there. Down there. Now we're going to do the inside as well. Like I said, we're trying to melt this plastic so it will adhere to the glue. Alright, let it dry for a little bit. Alright, we're going to put the marbles in. We got the other side glued in, and the beauty about this is the marbles will get configured on their own. And the amount of marbles really kind of goes by the size of pipe you got. So you just fill it up, and the size pipe is monitored by the room you have in your home or wherever you're putting it. If you have enough room. We didn't want that one. Alright, so going ahead and get this primed back up again. Let that dry just a little bit. We'll put the glue on. We'll be ready to go. Don't take long. This stuff dries pretty quick, so. Alright, one more process. Glue this up. This glue dries pretty quick, so within a minute we'll be good to go. Alright, now we're ready to go inside and put the magnets on. Alright, so we're checking the orientation of these batteries. It's key that the north side faces in. Through research I found that the north side, the field, is more indicative for human body versus the other side. So we have a little tester here that'll test the field. So now it's south side. So what I do is I put the S saying it's the south side so that I could see that when I put it on there. That way I know that the north side is going to be facing in. So I'm also putting double-sided tape before I do all this. That way this tape is done. And we're going to do one at a time. I can't keep these batteries too much, so I got to do these, these magnets, excuse me. I got to do them as I go because these will snap together, and as you can see, they'll crack and break because of the strength that these things have. Keep your credit cards away from these things, that's for sure.
Mm.
Alright, well, we had the process of going through and meticulously putting all the magnets on. We've got quite a few magnets on, so this is going to give it an extra boost of implosion to the water. And at this point right now, all we're going to do is just tape it up to keep the magnets from being exposed and knocked off, and keep it out of the, because this is going to be in the sun, so the stickers here in the sun, they might dry out and give up, so they'll end up falling off. So what we're going to do here is start taping it, and basically what we're going to do is try to neatly tape it up. It's not going to look the greatest thing. You're going to look lumpy because we have, but it will keep everything from getting knocked around. So. Now she's just ready to go in the house. Now when you guys do this, and because it's so big, get some good brackets. Get some good brackets. You're going to have to hold that up. You know how it spins around because you have to 90 it out because of the house? That's what you want to do, is get some brackets so it'll hold it up, and then you want to tie wrap it to the brackets. You want the wind blow this off and break your conduit. It's the last thing you want is water leak. So other than that, it's ready to go. Thank you.